Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. Today I want to talk to you about your emotions behind the scenes. Now, any of you who may regularly follow me know this is one of my favorite things to talk about. I've written a book on it, Who's Driving Your Bus? It's available on Amazon. If you choose to go get it, there is a very inexpensive electronic download over there, the Kindle download, or you can get it in print. But today I want to give you kind of the nuts and bolts of it here so you can get it, and if you don't have to go buy the book. So, emotions are very tricky, and in my world, they are constantly what I'm working on because with myself and with my clients, because they are what makes us do and act and be. We are emotional creatures, and where emotions go, energy flows. So it's very smart, and it's very it's just very prudent to be able to manage your emotions, because if you can't manage your emotions, they will manage you. And it's really important to know that and to work towards that. So that being said, years ago, when I was studying all of this and diving into it for myself, I had trouble managing my own emotions. And I would know I learned 6 steps to this, 10 steps to this, whatever it might have been, whoever's theory it was. But in the moment, when I had to really do things and really make them shift, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get control of it, because what was going on behind the scenes, what was going on in the back of my head were emotions that I was not necessarily able to stop. So I came up with this theory of thinking of my emotions like a cast of characters on a bus. Whoever is driving the bus, meaning that motion that's in charge, large and in charge, is driving the bus. My entire experience is now going to be funneled through that view, through that particular emotion's view. And then I can decide, well, is this the most resourceful driver? So in the book, I talk about when you have this show up, you have to say to yourself, stop. If this emotion, if you're in an emotional state, you say, stop. Reflect. What emotion is this? Choose. Is this the best emotion for me? And then redirect. So there's a little poem, stop, reflect, choose, redirect. And it helps you to get your emotions back in charge. But this idea of your emotions having so much control over you really needs to be paid attention to, because I can assure you, this is how we get into trouble. This is how we reach greatness. All the paths that we need to pay attention to in our lives are predicated on emotions. It's how we are manipulated in advertising. They get us. They get us right in the heartstrings, and they get us in the excitement. It's how when you go and you go on a tour, and like if you're going to go to go to see a place where, a timeshare, and they get you by giving you all of this information that moves you. It's always emotional. So you being able to manage yourself and you being able to manage those emotions will move you to be able to be in charge of it, as opposed to being manipulated by things. And I can tell you right now, hear what's going on between the roosters. This is because one of them is crowing, and so the others are being emotionally moved by him, and they're all now getting going. So it's all 3 of the roosters are going to town right now based on their emotions are being moved, and they're all getting amped up. And this isn't just in humans. This happens constantly in nature. It happens all the time. Oh, he's right next to me and loud. So this is imperative. And understanding what your core emotions are that are driving you is the name of the game. So while we can experience a myriad of emotions, there are usually 3 to 5 that drive us all the time. There are patterns that we get stuck in and stuck with. So I'm going to challenge you today to go off and figure out, what are your primary drivers, emotions, if you will, that are yours, that you seem to go to all the time. And if you don't like those, then you have to start working on shifting them to better ones, to other ones. But you will have to do this, and these check-ins take place all the time. And when I say all the time, I mean you have to do this 100 times a day. No question about it. I just changed it. Why is it back? Well, because it's patterns and because it's used to being with you that way. So you're going to have to do it over and over and over. And is this a lot of work? Well, it depends on how you view work. But is it necessary to get you where you want to go? Absolutely. Because without it, you'll be tortured by these emotions showing up and you not being able to control them and them controlling you. So you either control them or they control you. So start there, start looking and figure out which ones you have as core drivers, and we will be having this conversation about this quite a bit more. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.